but ready to fight. Standing tall, doing what's right. Shining truth like a firelight. Daddy's wisdom running deep taught me promises I gotta keep. Breaking chains, leaving pain behind. Calling out the crooked kind. Oh, the truth cuts through the lies. No more secrets in disguise. Second chances, they wear thin. Spawntrooper rise again. Ain't no fear when I'm around. Justice stands on solid ground. One last chance to make it right, or face the reckoning tonight. In the dark, where shadows creep, truth rings out, it cuts so deep. Ain't no price to make me sell. Standing strong, I know too well. Oh, the truth cuts through the lies. No more secrets in disguise. Second chances, they wear thin. Spawntrooper rise again. In the dark, where shadows creep, truth rings out, it cuts so deep. Ain't no price to make me sell. Standing strong, I know too well. Oh, the truth cuts through the lies. No more secrets in disguise. Second chances, they wear thin. Spawntrooper rise again.
Warning: the following video contains strong language, which may be offensive to some viewers and or inappropriate for children. The content within this video is intended for mature audiences only. Thank you for your attention. Oh yeah. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Nightcap. And have a guess who it is? It is me. Oh yes. Now, it's going to be a very interesting evening tonight, because we're going to have a little bit of a chat. So first of all, before we do crack on and before we actually go in there, let me just say hello to Robert. How you doing, Robert? And it's Spawntrooper. What the hell are you drunk? Kim, hi, how you doing? Angel Parents Paris, welcome back. Good to see you. Who else have we got? We got Daniel, DK Lucas. Hi, how you doing? Sienna O'Brien. Hi, how you doing? Squidicles, Tentacles. Squid Tentacles. Yes. Who else have we got? We got Eric. Hi, Eric. How you doing? We got Lorianne. Good to see you. Mama Joe. Good to see you too. Who else have we got? Yes, tonight is going to be a very interesting one. There's been a lot of shit going on. Oh my god. I mean, wow. And I've been hearing these abbreviations and different names and stuff like that flying around. I think people need to either get a life or get a new therapist, one of the two, or just turn off the computer and actually take up a different hobby like knitting or chasing fucking racing cars on a Formula One track. Now, I mean, seriously, you can't make this shit up even if you tried. I can't even catch up with the court cases because, 1 minute this is going on. You got Bruce Almighty, Kill Noel's Deuce Foreskin, trying to talk himself out of sanctions, which is probably going to, it's going to fail anyway. So I saw that coming. Yeah, absolutely. Then we got there's more and more. There's so much you can't even fucking talk about. Not at this time of the night, anyway. However, what I do find very interesting, I know, Squid. I know. Good on you, Sienna. Good on you. What I find quite interesting is that the crampon now suddenly is a debtor, a creditor, or whatever. How the hell? That freaking lump of shite didn't even know Lynette Preston and John Cook 2 years ago, 3 years ago, whenever. However, what I do find interesting is that, over the last, I'd say, few days, I've been paying attention to certain things. I've been paying attention to quite a lot of things. And I'm finding it extremely interesting. Extremely interesting. I mean, to be honest with you, I've been sitting back pissing myself laughing, to be honest with you. I mean, I've been absolutely the other night when I was on with Squid, I was so distracted, and I was, obviously there was not much I could say because it was quite straightforward. And I'm looking forward to the final outcome of that when Squid and I sit and talk about that. That's going to be interesting. And I mean, we've been doing this for over a year, and it's absolutely fascinating. Yes, it's not fascinating when people, when life is lost, but it's the circumstance, Now, here's the thing. There's a lot of things have been going on. I have been paying attention to what people are saying and everything, and who was it? I can't remember who it was, but there was a name or an abbreviation. I saw it typed in the channel. Either I saw it typed in the channel, or or it was mentioned, and it took me 2 days to actually figure out what it meant, to actually do some research on it. So basically, what I'm talking about is this. Not that. We're not going to do that yet. Yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to go, we're going to do chat. Now, as you can tell, I am fairly busy, and I am going to start trying to do live streams, and for me, it's about the community. It's about you guys. It's about Squid. It's about everyone who's here. Now, I know there's a lot of people, you come in, I'm not talking about the hells, they leave. That's your choice. That's entirely up to you. But the thing is, I am going to try to entertain you in some different way. Not that way, but that way. Now, I know that I don't know American law. I get that. I know that, over there, you're either inhaling it, injecting it, or ingesting it, because it's not making any sense why, one, all this is still going on, two, that people are not in jail yet, and three, that people are so emotionally involved in this shit. It makes no sense to me. People have way, way more important things to do in life than sit on the internet and, grift or lie through their teeth. But obviously, some people, that's the only thing they can do because they have nothing else. If you take away the internet, or you take away the ability to be on a platform, you take that away from people. There is absolutely nothing whatsoever they can do. It'll be like they've fallen into a black hole. And I could sit here all night and just spiel out names, and it would never stop. There's groups as well. I mean, I don't sort of like post a lot no more because there's no reason to. Because it's Dr. Pepper. Oh yeah. What do you want? What do you want? What do you want, the precious? No, you can't. Yeah, we want it. No. Right. Anyway, so I need to put Smeagol to bed in a minute. So besides actually finding a new game and actually enjoying that new game, I'm looking at this, and you know what? It's very refreshing when, like the other night when Squid and I were together on the platform, or when my pretty myself and Squid were on the platform. It's very refreshing. It's very upbeat, upbringing. It makes me extremely relaxed to be able to sit on a platform on a podcast with two ladies and discuss certain things about what's going on, and fully understand that there's no negativity whatsoever. We all get on really well, I mean, there's always banter, you know. But that we don't give a we don't care. We really don't care about what people think about us. What people should worry about is what we think about them and what we know about them. Other than that, we're just carrying on and doing our own bit. That's as simple as it is. We don't need justification. We don't need fuck all from anybody. And our communities, we do this for our, we are doing this for our community. And like I missed Tug's stream the other night, and I went in, and there's some wise words coming from Tug. Tug's a very intelligent man. He's very intelligent. I don't interact with him. I just have through the last couple of years, obviously, I've been watching his streams because of what's been going on. And he's not the only one. Shizzy, the expert, Squid, if she's still here. There's a lot of people who have quite a lot of insight, obviously because they are from they are from the United States, of the Americanese. So it is very entertaining. Now, like I was saying earlier on, I came across a word. And obviously, at the end of the day, guys, if you got anything to say or you got a comment to make or anything, just go ahead, just tag me, and then I'll try to respond. All right. Anyway, by the way, I do have a little bit of a cold, so again, so if you hear me sneeze or cough out my lung, I do apologize. All right. Anyway, I want to remind you, I'm here to enjoy the company of people. And at the end of the day, there's a lot of stuff I have said that I was going to do, but that hasn't happened yet. But the reason being is because I need to figure out how to do it. I need to know where the line is, where I don't cross, using other people's, use music, videos, shit on that. However, I do have a lot of my own stuff, like mechanics done, the bike, and I still need to work on the bike. I still got shitloads to do on the bike. That reminds me, that fucking O-ring hasn't turned up yet. Anyway. So I am going to, one thing I am going to try and do, is once I get back into it, there's a lot of content coming out. Some of it's going to be recorded, some of it's going to be live. Anything I do, like on a car or anything else, it's going to be recorded. Special effects, everything like that. All that needs to be set up, and at the end of the day, it takes time, money, and effort. Right, and I've got a lot of time and I've got a lot of effort. Right, on to the next point. What I can't understand is this. What I can't understand is this. If you know, this is where maybe I am not seeing, I am probably not paying attention, or because I like to do my research, and when I do my research, I do it, but I only go to a certain level. My research is not intended to, how can I put it, to cause harm. Okay, it's not there to cause intimidation or blackmail, or it's not there to make threat. If that makes any sense. My research is based on the facts, the truth. And there's a lot of people out there who have done their own research, and there's a lot of stuff out there they've done. But the thing is, there was a name, a couple of people keep on mentioning. I'm sure I saw it mentioned somewhere, or it was typed somewhere. I'm not sure if it was in a group or in a chat, and one of the things. But it's called DAVO. Okay? DAVO. And it's an acronym, right? Wait a minute, let me just sort this out. There you go. So I don't know where I heard this. I don't know where I saw it, but I'm going to go through it. DAVO, deny, attack, reverse victim, and offender, is a manipulative strategy used by perpetrators, often in abuse or high conflict situations, to avoid accountability. When confronted, they deny the behavior, attack the person holding them accountable, and reverse roles to claim they are the true victim. Now, obviously, I did this online. Now, I find this quite interesting. Again, I have no clue where I actually heard this word, but it just stuck with me. So I thought, fuck it, I'm going to do some research. And Bob's your uncle, there it was. And I'm finding it very interesting that this word has appeared. Just like slap, years ago when I first mentioned slap, and a couple of days later, the crampons suddenly were using it. It was, anyway, plagiarism is quite well thick, and the three components of DAVO. Deny. The abuser denies that the wrongdoing occurred or they are responsible. Boy, I could fucking... Anyway, attack. The perpetrator attacks the victim or anyone questioning their behavior, often questions the victim's credibility. Reverse victim and offender, RVO. The perpetrator reframes the situation to appear as the victim, making the actual victim seem like the perpetrator. Anyone finding this fucking interesting yet? Because I am. This is like, I mean, yeah. Huh. Interesting. Anyway, moving on. Why DAVO is used. Coined by psychologist Jennifer Freud, the tactic is commonly used in intimidate, partner violence, sexual harassment cases, and professional settings to confuse the victim and observers, often leading to self-doubt, gaslighting. It acts as a form of coercive control designed to make holding the abuser accountable for their actions more difficult. Oh boy. Ooh. Yeah. Impact and identification. Credibility loss. Research indicates that DAVO is effective as observers often rate the true victim as less credible and the perpetrator as more sympathetic. Self-silencing. Survivors often blame themselves or stop speaking up due to the intensive manipulation. Well, I could actually say a lot, but when things are not relevant, why should I waste my time? That's my answer. But anyway, real life examples. A person might deny accusations of controlling behavior, attack their partner for being too sensitive, and then act as if they are the victim of false accusations. That rings a bell. Doesn't that fucking sound like narcissism? Moving on. How to respond. Recognizing DAVO is the first step towards neutralizing the power, experts suggest. Staying focused on the initial issue rather than engaging in a defensive argument. Or don't react at all. Don't engage. As simple as that. The more it's like the less you engage, the more wind you take out of the sails. Right? Setting firm boundaries on communication. Again, no response. Ignore. Do it. Just remember when you step in shit, okay, you usually use a stick and a hose to get rid of the shit between in your shoe. Once your shoe's clean, you throw that stick away and you can turn the hose off and you just watch that shit roll down the street. You really don't have to worry about that. Now, here's the thing. Documenting events to counter this distorted narrative. Now, documenting anything that is in public or even in DMs, emails, or anything else, okay, can be used against you. Irregardless if you like it or not, it can be used against you. And we've witnessed that. We've seen that. We have seen that. We have seen that in the court cases that we're watching and observing right now. Exactly, Squid. Exactly. You don't engage with worthless people who have nothing substantial to offer. Like, give you an example. Okay, I know I could get a whole group together of people who are relevant, who are worthy of being who they are. You know why? It's because these people, all right, are themselves. They don't have to portray something they're not. Yeah. Now, at the end of the day, if you want to, how can I put this? If you want, then we can go into a little bit deeper, which I'm more than happy to do. All right. The other day, and this is not related to anything, trust me. All right. Common usage of example of online harassment. Yeah. Common usage. Okay. These are examples. It's there's no how can I put this? There's no pointing the finger at anybody. Okay. Before that, all those paranoid individuals out there who are listening to this think that they're being addressed. They're not. You're not. So go back under that rock you came from, or jump back under that bridge. All right. One. Here's a lot of thing that people don't understand. Many people have never heard the word virtual mobbing, also known as pylons. Not pylon, pylons. That is a coordinated attack or attacks by a group of people targeting one person on social media. Oh, dear. I mean, technically, it could go both ways. Yeah. However, all right, there's a difference between pointing out the mistakes of something and then attacking someone. Right. Impersonation. Creating fake profiles to damage someone's reputation or to harass them while appearing to be someone else. Oh, dear. People that are supposed to serve and protect. Yeah, unfortunately, from what I have witnessed, your law enforcement has a lot of work to do. Virtual dog pile. No, this is Eric. Yeah, you may joke, but this is serious. Right. Trolling and flaming are not explicitly illegal as general concept in the U.S., as they are often considered protected speech under the First Amendment. However, they become illegal when they cross the line into harassment, stalk, and credible threats or other criminal behaviors. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. You know, there's a difference between having an opinion and then being repetitive. Oh, dear. Cyber hate is the use of electronic communication technology such as social media, websites, or emails to spread, promote, or express bigotry, prejudice, and hatred towards individuals or groups based on characteristics like race, religion, sexual orientation, gender identity, or disability, and acts as an online extension of hate speech, often involving harassment, threats, and discrimination. Interesting. Federal cyberstalking charges under the 18th U.S. Code, paragraph 2261 alpha, using electronic communication to harass or cause substantial emotional distress to is a federal felony, carrying penalties up to 5 years in prison. Report to platforms. Use platforms tools to report harassment as virtual mobbing, often violate social media terms of service. Now, here's the thing. I could categorically name 20, probably 21 people who fall under all that. But here's another thing. What the fuck shall I waste my time? Because at the end of the day, right, the platform won't do fuck all. And if they do, they obviously, you really need to have, your T's crossed and your I's dotted for you to do any type of complaint. I mean, it's, the strikes and shit like that. It's, but that's also another way of intimidation and trying to disrupt and damage your reputation and your income. Now, I am not fully monetized. However, I am monetized in a way. I am memberships and super chats and stuff. Okay, so technically, right, anyone who's receiving money, donations, tips, super chats, super clip, and all that stuff, memberships, that's technically a business. So when you affect that, right, it causes distress because you're basically being bullied. You're basically being intimidated, right? However, when you are being lied about or you're being attacked and you retaliate, right, and then you are being blamed for being or retaliating, then the best thing is just to move on. Make a record of everything, screenshots, clips, statements, comments, put it all in one file. And then when it comes down to it, you've got it. So no matter what happens, because look at the crampons, for example, they have deleted, edited, and God knows what with their streams and videos. And why? Because they knew they were in the wrong. Just like little douche boy, same thing. The person you need to worry about is the one who's silent, the quiet one. They're the ones you need to be careful of. And I've been sitting back and watching all this, and I'm just finding it extremely, extremely entertaining. To be perfectly honest with you, there's been times where I have literally nearly fucking cried of laughter. But anyway, I just thought I would bring, just mention this. But I was very surprised because I never thought that a name or a word would turn out to be an abbreviation of something. It's just like the abbreviation of fuck, fornication under the consent of the king. Who knew? Who knew that shit stands for store high in transit? Who knew? Who knew? Who knew that an obstacle? Ha! Yeah. These fucking. I tell you one thing. Like I said, NASA, all right, if they were recruiting right now, NASA would be one of the most recruited fucking organizations in the world because there are so many space cadets out there. Jesus. People just need to chill out. You want fame? Go and jump over the fence of the White House or, try to break into Buckingham Palace or something. You'll be famous instantly. Trust me, your picture will be all over the place. They'll be talking about you for months and months and months and months until some other idiot decides to do something stupid. Yeah. You know, this is for me. It's 2:20 in the morning, and here I am entertaining you guys because I want to, because I enjoy it. I mean, we could talk about politics, but boy, good God, I'm not going anywhere near that. Ooh, there's way too many fucking rabbit holes and that shit. If I ever did, I would need Squid to be with me because she's a professional when it comes to rabbit holes, aren't you, Squid? Oh, yeah. I was. Thank you for what, Robert? What are you thanking me for? What are you thanking me for? So you need to. Why is it that you people just say things and you don't explain what you mean? Look, I've got hairy balls, not crystal balls, for crying out loud. Oh, I can't. Oh my God. Yeah, I think I got a cold coming. I can feel it. I can feel it in the air. Yeah. Squid, hey, tell me something. Rabbit hole. Or talk about your wool cushions. Oh, freaking Eric, come on, stop it now. I'm getting a bit perturbed about it. People, you need to leave my fucking sheep alone. Continuously fucking ragging at me about being Welsh. It really gets a bit, there's only so much you can fucking put up with. Don't get me wrong, I find it funny, but it's just fucking always the same shit. Yeah. I mean, next thing you know, you're fucking holding my sheep hostage and you then want fucking 2 packets of jelly babies or some shit. Oh, don't you worry about that, Robert. Oh. One thing I have noticed though, and Squid, I think, and like one thing I've noticed, if you don't discuss what the hells or anti what the hells or anything like that, people are not interested. Who knows, my friend? Who knows? But what I do want to do though is this. I've got a couple of ideas. I'm going to pass it across to Squid at some point, and I've got an idea. And what that idea is going to be fun, right? It's going to be a panel. Oh my God! Yeah, I'm glad that Marlene's not here. She'll be telling me to blow my nose. It'll be a panel, right? And it'll be a funny panel. And what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to get we're going to have fun. We're going to have fun. Hi, Kasha. Hugs. I started playing a new game. I've been playing DayZ for the last for a while, and it's absolutely hilarious. And you're not going to believe. You're not. I need to type this to. I need to type this to Squid. Anyway, Squid, you got messaging going, and I shit you not. It's quite funny, but at the moment because the game is actually quite a good game, especially on modded servers. The only problem is this one is a brand spanking new server, and they're having teething issues. So you got that as well coming soon. I do want to do a stream on special effects, especially for you guys who are good with your hands, and so when you ever see that stream come up, when I go through talk about special effects and stuff like that, make sure you got pen and paper with you because I'll try to get the links for the company who do it. And also you need to make sure about allergies and something like that with latex and that. And there's also, if I'll be taking you through how to make a squib, not squid, a squib. Nice. I'm not watching that right now, but nice. Nice. Could have rounded it up to 38, but okay, I'll give you that one. I will watch that in a minute. I better be impressed with that. I better bloody be impressed, especially with the lifting technique as well. So yeah, a squib is basically it's basically a blood bag, which is like it's like a small explosion, which they use in films, like for being hit by a round, and it is triggered by either electricity or a small explosive, a little small banger, cracker, what you call crackers over there. And basically, you can actually make them and use a 9-volt battery and have one of those on and off switch things. Connect a electric fuse to it, a small fuse to the cracker, and what you do, you wrap that up in a non-lubricated condom, and then basically you put like corn syrup or food dye, or you can get coffee, get water, get coffee, get a little bit of gel, mix it up, and then put it into a non-lubricated condom, wrap it up to about the size of a small, I would say, like a toilet roll. When you look at a toilet roll and you look at it from the side, you got that little hole, about that big. And then what you do like a star cut into the clothing, but you make sure that they're behind it. It's sort of like stuck. Hey, Big Dirt, welcome to the stream. Basically, what you then do, you stick it behind it, right? And then you put little. You can get little metal ashtrays, and you can pin them down, and then you put the little cracker on the plate, and then you put the condom over it, and you stick them down, and then you put that on, and then you can make it nice and flat. You don't need that much fake blood. And basically, when it goes, you're looking at about 1 to 2 maximum, about 3 seconds. All right, so you got bang, cut, record, bang, yeah. Another one is how to put bullet impacts into the ground. That's where you use little bangers and you put them down, and then you connect them to a trigger box. And you have, like, obviously you use a little metal rod, attach that to the ground, and then you got positive coming in, and then basically as soon as you touch those nails that they're all connected, you've got a circuit, and then go, and you just sing go. But I'll show you all that. We'll go through that. And the type of stuff to use that you can use in special effects to make it look like it's a real. But you need to remember, if you're going to do this, for parties or Halloween or stuff like that, or pranks, stuff like that, you need to make sure that you need to tell people, and also you need to tell people that it's just a fake, and you need to be ready to react very quickly, especially if someone's got allergies, for food dye or corn syrup or coffee or latex, stuff like that. Welcome to the stream, Big Dirt. Good to see you. I haven't seen you for a while. Where you been hiding? Big Dirty fucking carbon harvester. And he's Big Digger. He's Big Digger. Yes. Yeah, there you go. What else was I going to say? What else was I going to say? Yeah, so, wait, what's going on here? Oh, yeah, fucking stream me out. Jesus Christ, I scared the shit out of me then. I was like, what the hell's that? So anyway, how's everyone doing? And if you're not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button and come and join us. Come on in. Come and say hi. And don't you find it strange, going back to the what the hell's topic? Don't you find it strange that all these absolute clowns who are what the hell's, anti what the hell's, have you noticed how quiet they've all gone? I mean, they suddenly go quiet now. Why didn't they do this last year? Why didn't they just go quiet last year? And oh my God, the crampons, they will never stop. They will never stop. And now that, I mean, I saw screenshots of I don't know if it was Preston or if it was Crampon, you know, basically thrown. I don't know who threw who under the bus, but it, like, yeah, they were having a go at each other. I don't know if it's true or not, and don't really care. But it's entertaining. All right, then, Robert. You stay safe. Stay safe, and I'll see you soon. Thank you very much for being here, brother. And send my love and a big hugs to your queen, Kasha. And hopefully I'll see you guys soon. And remember, guys, if you haven't got a membership, you better start getting it, because I'm going to be doing members only at least once a week. At least. I'm going to be, and something else you need to get used to, I am going to be totally random now with my streams. Who's loud? Yeah. So, I mean, Mondays I need to touch base with Hopalong, my pretty, about Monday. And then Tuesdays I'm going to be with my other stepmother, that's Squidicus, Maximus Tentaculus. And then after that, there's probably going to be 1 or 2 streams. And who knows what I'll talk about? Who knows? You never know. But yeah, that was, yeah. So there's been a lot going on. On both sides of the coin. And there's a lot of people who definitely need to fucking either step out, get some fresh air, or they need to grow the fuck up. They need to grow the fuck up. And please stop threatening people. I'm not interested who it is. I'm not interested what's going on. Right? All I'm saying is just stop. Because there's only so much you'll be able to do before it starts going into the realms of legality. Oh, right. You're funny tonight, Squid. Yeah. And you know what? I really enjoyed Shizzy's streams the other night. You streamed the other night. Oh, that lady. What's that lady's name? Mo. I don't know. Is it Mo? Squid, do you know that Mo? I can't remember her name. Her name's Mo. She's very, very funny, actually. Expert as well. Funny enough, I fell asleep and I woke up with Expert stream. So I watched that. I think he was on a panel with quite a few people, actually. What else is there? So who thinks that Lynette, or who thinks that out of Lynette Preston and John Cook, who's going to go to jail? Mo in the deep. There you go. Yes, thank you, Kim. Appreciate that. You're sassier than normal. Fucking hell. What's normal with you? You're sassy all the time. Actual fact, sometimes I just feel like walking past, throwing that loaf of fucking meat to you, and then running. Yeah. So you better get used. You better get used to these spontaneous live streams for me now, because, like I said, you know, I've got so much fucking shit I want to do, but I just need that motivation. To be honest with you, I just want to get to that. I just want to get to that 1,200 subscribers, and then I think what I'm going to then do is just dedicate myself to YouTube. And I'm also going to be doing stuff on the other platforms as well. Yeah, she's definitely going to jail because, like, you know, there's a lot of explaining to do where all the money went, where the receipts are. There's no accountability. There was no transparency. And we've been saying this for a long time. Hell, I even called her out and I was ignored. You know, I find that actually quite funny is that, you know, a lot of the stuff that I said, they just fucking ignored. But I bet you any money they sat in the background going, shit. Well, Squid, you don't have to explain yourself. Stop it. You're always in a good mood. It's just when people fucking press the wrong button, then they find out what this warrior can do. Oh, yeah. What about to roll out? Yeah, my little sausage. Yeah, I mean, I am very tempted to discuss other topics. Like I said, I'm just not in the mood for it. Not yet. I'm watching. And here's the thing. I'm a type of person. I don't have to break the law or do things illegally to gain the information that I need to gain. I just use actual fact. Do you know Google is quite interesting? However, there's another search engine as well that I use, and also the fact that I've got friends in different countries who like there's some time. Oh yes, do you know one thing I've noticed? There's certain governmental websites that we don't have access to from over here. I find that quite strange. Oh yes, oh yes. Kim, it is fantastic. I mean, he deserves it. It's about time he gets a chance to have a giggle. It would fucking birthday. She wouldn't sing you happy birthday. I don't. I mean that. Like I swear to God, if you hear Lisa sing, if you hear the Crampon sing, I'd rather go and sit outside and listen to foxes make love and they're squealing and you know. No. Fuck that. No. I would rather have someone come up with a rusty spoon and ear fuck me with a spoon than listen to that thing sing. Hell no. Oh no. Ah, it's fun. Wait a minute, I've been live 50 minutes and I'm already done. Isn't that fun? No, I'm only joking. Yeah, so it's just chilled tonight. So what have you guys been doing? Eric, what have you been up to? Squid, well, we know what you've been up to. Kim, what have you been up to? Sienna, I know that you got therapy going on. So how long have you got that to go before it's all over? And is it working and is it helping? That's the next question. Yes. Oh, coffee. Yummy. No, actual fact, I'm going to have some of my Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper. Yes, Dr. Pepper. Need to get Dr. Pepper fun going. Do you know, it's funny how you can just, I mean, I find it so interesting that how easy it is to sit there and go, huh, really? You really want to go there? You really want to do that? Oh, yeah, you're not worthy. Oh, man. I'd rather push one out than freaking waste my time. Sold my mum's. Oh, right, okay. Sold my mum, just playing him. Right, okay. I hope the sale went okay. And you're just playing in your craft room. Cool. Yeah, I think that's one of the hardest things to do. Actually, is sell a house. You know, when you've been living when you live in some when you fucking hell, put my teeth in. When you lived somewhere for years and you've got used to the house and everything else, and then it's time to either upgrade or downgrade. I mean, for us, you know, I mean, we've been here for a while now, but before that, we had a fucking big house, and the decision was made to sell it. It was still in Wales, by the way, and we were driving around one day, and I was getting a bit perturbed because I didn't feel like moving, and then suddenly came around the bend, and there was a sign, and then we drove down the road and drove. Hi, Cynthia. Drove down the little dirt road, and then we saw this beautiful fucking place. And funny enough, the owner was there, the estate agent was there as well, and yeah, we had a look around and fell in love with it the first time. We knew what we had to get. We knew what we had to put into it. We knew that there was going to be work that had to be done, and we got it for a fairly good price as well. Yeah. So selling a house can be very traumatic for people, especially for kids. If kids have to move, especially if you're married and you're in the armed forces, unfortunately, sometimes you're only in a place for like 2 years, 3 years, and then suddenly you move. Nice, Eric. That's good. That's good. I'm glad you found. Everything's looking up for you, man. You got more mobility now. You got your radio thing going on. So that's a good thing. That is a good thing. Cynthia, I think Robert left about 10 minutes ago, 15 minutes ago, and I think Daniel left as well. I don't know if Daniel's still here or not. Yeah. Oh yes. So yeah, my goal is to get to my 1200. That's my goal. Hopefully by June. I doubt it, but it's an objective I've got. So spread the word, and then basically remember in the comments, if you're going to leave a comment, give me a couple of topic ideas if you want. Because I don't always want to talk about stuff I want to talk about. It'd be nice to actually get like topic ideas from you guys, but stick them in the comments, right? And we'll go from there. Because don't forget, you're part of the community, so it'll be nice to actually hear topics from you guys. The only thing I won't do is religion. Hi, Joe. Religion, politics, and the body stuff. I know I can do it. I know I can do it. Oh God, I feel like shit. Do you know when I think I got a cold coming? I think Squid gave me a cold. Because I'm stuck down here in a basement. Hi, Joe. Too. Good to see you. Welcome. Yes. What else are we going to say? There's so much I want to say, but to be honest with you, right now I'm not in the mood. It's too late, and I'd rather just chill out with you guys and have a little bit of fun. And for you guys sitting on the outside, you know, you can come in. No one will bite you as long as you respect the rules and respect the people in here, and you keep yourself calm and not emotional. Then all is good on the Eastern Front. Oh, talk about Eastern Front. I watched a film. When was it? Last night. I watched a film last night. It's got French. It's French speaking, and I think it's Russian made. I fucking confused me. But the thing is, it's called Freefall, and yeah, that's quite a good one. And it's called Freefall. And I'm also watching. What was it, Godzilla Monarch, or what is it? Yeah. So I'm going to blame everything on you, Squid. It's all your fault. No. Yes, I still play the grocery game. Hang on a minute. Oh, fucking hell. Uh, are you sure you want me to show you this? Show this? Hang on a minute. Where the fuck? All right, let me see if this will work. No. Right. Okay. Okay. Wait. So you want me to you want me to show that video? Yeah. Squid. Oh, Squid. You need to let me know if you want me to. Yeah, just let me know if you want me to show it or not. Oh well, why don't you fucking? I mean, why are you DMing me? Say it in the frick. Oh, you have, right? I'll shut up then. Oh, for fuck's sake! I swear to fucking God, it's really starting to fucking piss me off, this fucking system. Hang on a minute. Fucking computer's doing it. Life of it. Fucking fuck. Shut the fuck out. Oh my God. Right. I richly have to fucking download this video so I can. Oh, so fucking. Why do you hate me, Squid? Right. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Fucking shut up. Fucking shut up. Fucking shut up. Oh, have fun, they said. Let Squid send the video, they said. Why? Oh, there you go. I've got it. Pow. Okay. Stand by. And action. Fucking, and one more time. Stop fucking dropping a fucking, like, and up, and push. And, oh, she just picked it up and went, yep, okay. And then she drops it. And one more time. And up, and fucking, yeah, like, yep. Come on, stop yapping. Get that fucking way up. Good posture. And up. And posture. Oh, straight in. And up. You know you're supposed to breathe out when you do that. Breathe out and up and up. There you go. Right. Done. What a pain in the ass. Okay, right. Back to what the fuck was I doing? Oh yeah. Now that I've that's some good going. That's I would say you do that's doing it quite well there. I'll be honest, that is really good. Yeah. That's really good going. But next time you do it, okay, when you lift it, try to do it slower. Try to use like the slower you do it, the more energy you use. Right. What was the weight of that again? So the bar usually is 20 kilo. All right. So the bar was that an Olympic size bar, or was that just a normal bar? Yeah. And what was the weight? What each side? What was on there? Was that like a 15 kilo, a 10 kilo, 15 kilo, 20 kilo? Because a lot of people forget, right, that each weight. What was that? Oh, what's this? Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh my fucking god. Yeah. Yes. That is unfucking. Sorry, I just. You don't want to know. Oh my fucking god. No. I've just been proven 100% fucking right. Yeah. I tell you one thing. I fucking hate being right. I really hate being right. You know, I am the last person to be vindictive when it comes to research. I try to do my research as unbiased as I possibly can. And oh, my pretty hi, how are you doing? Yeah. Squid, stop. But yeah, it's all I can say is wow. Wow. Now it makes sense. Now there's a lot of shit that coming. There's a lot of shit now that's making sense. A lot of shit that's making sense now. Hey, yeah, Eric, you take care, mate. I'm sorry that we need to catch up, dude, at some point. Right, okay, guys, stop. Stop. I'm telling you that now. Stop. It's not going to be discussed here tonight. I don't want any of that shit discussed in here tonight. All right, as simple as that. I don't want that shit tonight. Sorry, but I am done with this fucking, with even entertaining it. And yeah, unfortunately, you are fucking right. Those who live in glass houses should not fucking, thou shall not lobbeth brickage around, because windows cost a lot of money. But no, not tonight. No, Squid, no, just don't. That goes for all of you. I'm just fucking, and it doesn't. No, I am fucking done with scum. Fucking hell, that rhymed. I am done with scum. I am done with the fucking. You see, people. Here's the thing: people always want to, have an effect on you. All right, and the thing is, when people try to have an effect on you, what they don't realize is that the only effect they're getting is the more the Joe, that goes for you as well. That goes for everyone. The more people try to affect you by their behavior, the less I am interested. Yeah, I know you said sorry. You don't have to go on about it. Right? Don't worry about it. Right? Because here's the thing: a leopard never changes its spots. A narcissist will never be able to accept the consequences. And someone who lies, right, and then keeps on lying, will one day go full circle. And when that happens, there's nothing that will be able to stop the consequences because of your actions. Every single action has a reaction. Every consequence has a reaction. And the way I see it, I would rather just sit here and observe and laugh. Because at the end of the day, when I turn this off, I talk to my friends. I'll talk to my friends. I'll talk to my family. I'll talk to people here online. Communicate, and I will not allow anyone or anything to affect anybody. Maybe Joe, Squid, my pretty Eric, anybody. Because the moment that happens, that's the moment I then fucking take the gloves off. And everyone has seen what it's like when, once I get my fucking horn stuck in, I don't stop. I will not stop. I will not give quarter. And I will not stop until I find my resolve. And to be perfectly honest with you, there are 19% of the people are not fucking worth the energy. Exactly. Every bad consequence has a reaction. And there's a lot of people out there who how can I put this? I'm not saying insecure, or I'm not saying that they, are unable to understand the ramifications of their behavior, right? But there's a lot of people out there who don't understand that, like, when it's not directed at them, or when it's not nothing to do with them, they have to understand, look, if it's nothing to do with you, if you're not involved in it, don't get involved. Because the moment you put yourself, or the moment you involve yourself, that's when you do become a target. And I'm a type of person, I have sat back now for quite a while. Yes, I have been busy over a while. Yes, I have been on Squids for a couple of times. Right, and things will start getting back into normal routine. However, I've been watching, observing, and I've been fucking laughing. And you know what? I'm not the only one. But that is fucking, that there proved me again I am vindicated. And I'm fucking happy about that part. Yeah, exactly. Do you know how much popcorn it would cost? You know how much popcorn that has probably been eaten so far? I said, I say that like half of this shit is going to end this year, and when it does, you watch all the shit hit the fan. Do you know? I've just noticed something. I have just noticed something. What is going on with this? Is it that one? No, not that one. Oh, that one there. There you go. Right, hang on a minute, guys. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. I had to go to the powder room. Oh, I've got to sneeze now. Hammo girl. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good to see you. Oh, please hold your call. Your point. Oh, God, where is it? Oh, God, what's it called? Let me see if I can find it. No, I'm not going to play it. Press 1 if you... No, I'm not going to... No. So, yeah, anyway. So, basically, I do have a lot of goals. My pretty, I hope you're still here. Monday. So get ready for that. I'll catch up with you on Sunday. And then after Monday, between now and Tuesday morning, we'll touch base with Squid. And then basically after that is the NTSB. And then I'm going to do a members only, like I said, once a week. And then we're going to go into certain topics. Like I said, from now on, anything that I'm going to talk about in members only, I am not going to put it into the description. So just be aware of that. So if you want to know what the fuck's going on, you have to come and join us in members only. But I'm not asking you to do that. You don't have to do that. One day you probably will. Or actual fact. Oh, I've already gave out my. Wow. I didn't. Okay. Right. Okay. I am from British land. I am from Wales land. That's where I'm from. And welcome to YouTube, considering that you've only been on YouTube for 3 days. Alana Fortuna. Let me just check something here. No. Wales. Uh-huh. So, where are you from, Alana Fortuna? Wow. I'm going to go, thank you so much. Wow. Thank you so much. I'm going to go for the 5 super membership gifts. Congratulations to Green Dizzy. Congratulations to Silver Fox. Congratulations, Yeet McYeaterson. Congratulations to Terry Smith, 9258. And congratulations to Melody Mason. You've just been gifted. Wait, it's the 29th today. Oh. That's okay. That's weird. Wales. 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 So where you from? Fortuna. So where you from, Alana? Come on. You must be new to YouTube. Or is this? Oh, I've got an idea. You see, this is where... Yes. That's what I wanted. Go there. Go there. Go there. I mean, the future. You're from Kansas. You're from Kansas. So let me ask you a question then. How long have you been on YouTube, Alana? Oh, that's a good point. 1 second, I'll be right back. That's a good point. I've just been told to do something, so I'm going to do that. Go there. There you go. Right, bang, done. Right, okay. Right. So, Alana, you're from Kansas. You're new to YouTube, and you're here. So, welcome to the stream. If you need to know any of the rules, ask one of the moderators. Oh, okay. Well, you know you need to be 18 to, well, actually, yeah. Just behave yourself. Don't upset anybody. Respect everyone in the community and have fun. Let's just leave it at that. I'm not going to stay on long because there are things to do. And, well, it's fucking bloody hell. It's 20 past 3 in the morning. And no, don't worry, my insomnia hasn't kicked in. I just have to, unfortunately, I have to stay awake until about 4 or 5 today because of communication and work related. So, yes. So yeah, looking forward to all the continuous popcorn eating that's going to be going on. But you know what I really do find interesting is the fact that the motion for Bruce. Oh God. Fucking Mr. Magoo's at it again. Oh. No, I'm not going anywhere. I'm just checking something while you guys talk amongst yourself. Just talk amongst yourselves while I need to be doing something. This is the one I wanted to see. I mean, has anyone read the affidavit of Matt Squire? Good night, Squid. I'll talk to you soon. I'll touch base with you. Well, actually, in fact, I'm going to be calling it a night in a bit anyway. So, but that reading that, I read through it. I glimpsed over it first, then I read through it. Bruce, if you're out there and you listen, mate, just hand in your license to practice law. Take the consequences of your actions, and then find a job as a janitor or I don't know, a burger packer, whatever. I mean, you're basically you have broken. I mean, let's hear you say that you have a go at the plaintiffs, right? Okay, let's cover this one, right? Point one. You basically ambulance chased this case. Point two, you lied about a GoFundMe, about having access to it. Point three, you supported the crampons in receiving monies, donations, and everything else for Lynette Preston and John Cook. Okay. And basically, look what happened with that. No transparency, no proof, nothing. You then started attacking other people, and then brought in individuals who had nothing to do with this case and have injected themselves because of you. You then lied about the fact that you were fired as the attorney for Lynette Preston and John Cook, which was actually a lie. You actually asked them for you to be removed as their representative. And you lied about that in a motion to court. Then you were ghostwriting for them, and not just for them, for other people as well. Right? People may think that you only do a ghost wrote for Lynette Preston and John Cook. No. You ghost wrote for other people, specifically Crampons as well. And not just you. Don't forget, there were two lawyers. Well, they weren't even lawyers, to be honest with you. They were just peasants who knew law, right? You then basically refused to go to court. You didn't turn up to court. You didn't turn up to sanction court. You left the country instead of going to court. You basically are a disgrace to the legal profession. I mean, actual fact, in every legal school where they teach people to become lawyers, there should be a picture of you and saying, do not do what this dickhead did. You are a liability to anybody. Anyone who's represented by you has more chance of getting STDs than fucking getting a win in court. And now you want your motion that dated from the 27th of this month, you're having to go and playing the victim and having to go at the plaintiff, considering you were the one who brought up all these court cases. You, no one else. You're the one who implicated all these cases, the trespass case, the thumbnail case, and everything else. And then you decide to go LLC and employ your wife as the manager for your company. Interesting, considering that you already had that company for quite a while. And then you suddenly employ her. Keep it in the family, huh? Okay. Then you have the audacity to say, oh, no, it wasn't me, but then admit it was you. And then you have the audacity to contact companies that you had no right to do that in the first place in regards of the case. Trying to, richly defamed Jeremy Hells by contacting and whatnot. You then, I mean, anything you've done, so everything you've done, I'm surprised you are not in jail. I am really surprised you're not in jail. Maybe that's the way the American law works, is that, like, people can do what the fuck they like. And the victims then become the perpetrators, and the perpetrators just walk away with a smile on their face. But then again, who am I? I don't live in the United States. But at the end of the day, all I can say is this: Magoo, Skeletal, Yellow Yugors, Jabba the Hoot, the Crampons, Swamp Lizard, right, and all these other idiots, right, Life Jacket Lips, and everyone else, everyone who's involved in the what the hells, and the fact that you actually started that anti what the hells is just phenomenal. That you are still walking around free. And to the Crampons, that's going to be very interesting. I mean, if it's true, and there's going to be a a investigation in the finances, unless there's no way you can hide, because every transaction may have been a bank, PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, anything, right? They'll find it. from what I've been told, they will find it. They have special litigation. They have got special people who are so fucking good at finding money, right? Even the people who employ them are scared of them, and these people will find it. I mean, like someone meant many moons ago, I mentioned Rico, right? Like witness intimidation, you know. Here's the thing, Crampon Lisa. If you had actually showed transparency where all the money went and where the money is, maybe you'd have had some sort of credibility. The fact that you've actually opened up an email address with Lisa Lee Legal, you're not a lawyer. What, just because you know a little bit about law or you talk about it, you think that you're legal? I mean, I'm not even legally trained, and I know you're full of shit. And the fact that you jumped you and pay attention now, you used. Hang on a minute. What am I doing? You used Lynette Preston, even though both Lynette Preston and John Cook are scum of the earth and don't deserve anything. The only thing they deserve is to live like human beings. That's it. The fact that you had a peeve, you had a peeve in your fucking whatever you want to call those fucking knickers, all right, about Jeremy Hells. And then as soon as Jeremy Hells, all right, mentioned a cease and desist and start talking about Lynette Preston, John Cook, all right, and about all the legal shit going on, you jumped on it like that because that was your way of getting back at him. And like at the beginning, where I actually said, and I'm going to say what I said then, I said either it's a romantic issue or something she didn't get what she wanted, and she's fucking bit, and bang, character assassination. That's all you've done from day one. However, you used Lynette Preston and John Cook to get in there, right, and fucking make yourself a little nice little mint of money. Yeah, you gave them a little bit here, a little bit there, right? But the fact, I mean, Lynette talks out of her ass, and I mean, we all know that, and she's full of it. But the fact that she fucking threw you under the bus about the engineer and everything else, you see, a lot of people don't fucking talk about that. A lot of people are not talking about that. But that's very important. That's very important. And the fact is, if it's true or not, it doesn't matter. The fact of the matter is, it was mentioned that that you were supposed to call the engineer, but you never did that. Half of the shit that's been going on with them, they could have had their permits and everything done, but you waited because why? Not sure. Either you didn't know or you just didn't care. And then when it was too late, it was too late. And then we find out about, well, we already knew about Gabe. I mean, he's a fucking idiot anyway. But and then we found out about all the crap that you've done. And the fact that I mean, I don't get it with you, people like you. You put videos up of your own CCTV harassing your next door neighbor. I mean, anyone with any fucking common sense, or like, even if you have to share a brain cell just to fucking understand what's been going on, the fact that you had multiple shorts of him on your Facebook, on your YouTube, of harassing your next door neighbor, provoking, antagonizing. Yeah, that was quite interesting. That was, I mean, I still need to see proof of that. I heard that's what happened. I haven't seen, unless I've missed it. Unless I've missed it, you know. Who knows? But one thing is that yeah, it's going to be interesting. That's for sure. I don't know. Anyway, guys, I'm going to call it. Um, I probably might be on to yeah. And by the way, Kim, yeah, I still play the Superman game. I may do a little bit tomorrow. I may do it tomorrow or tomorrow evening. To keep people happy, because it is good fun. Yeah, well, this is a whole thing, Joy. If she claimed it under oath in Ohio, all everything that they've done, oh my god, they've richly thrown each other, and their lawyer is, I mean, yeah, Ohio court. That Ohio court was good night, Cynthia. Sleep tight. That Ohio court, from what I watched and heard and everything, that was an absolute clusterfuck for that Jerome guy or that new lawyer, day lawyer. Yeah, yeet. The cops threw themselves under the bus. Bruce, Lynette, they all threw themselves under the bus, and all they did was prove everyone and Jeremy right. What Jeremy was saying, that they were lying through their teeth, and from what I gathered, the Ohio court didn't go in their favor. I mean, I'm not talking about Jeremy and that. I'm talking about them. I'm talking about the idiots. That court case did not go. That court hearing did not go in their favor at all. And when it comes to the refusal to enforce the protection order, I think there's going to be repercussions on that as well. That's for sure. And that's going to be interesting to see as well. Oh, yes. That's going to be very interesting. But anyway, guys, I'm going to call it a night. I hope that you've enjoyed it tonight. And yeah, it's been an eye-opening experience. And to all the newcomers, welcome new. Spread the word. Remember, if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. That's if the notifications once work or when they do work. And remember, hit that like button, right? And of course they like through their tooth. And remember, like, there's going to be random streams from now on. I'm not going to date them, because at the end of the day, I don't want to let people down if I say I want to do a stream and I can't make it. I don't want to do that. And plus, I want to concentrate on a couple of other things on my gaming channel as well. But I'm going to pay attention to my friends. I'm going to make sure, if you leave a comment, all right, make sure that you give me if you got any ideas or suggestions, then stick them in there, and we'll see what we can do. Yeah, and we'll have some fun. Yeah, we'll have some fun. And I'm going to touch base with DJ Rattus and a couple of the other guys, Squid and Rob and everything else, about the card game. We'll probably might do the card game as well. And go from there, really. And to be perfectly honest with you, like I said, I don't know if you've noticed over the last quite a few months now, I've sort of like slowly pulled myself away from this case, because, to be perfectly honest, it is so repetitive. It is so, it's the same thing, different day. Some people, but when you like, I'm not really good with court documents. I'll let Squid do that because she's good at that. What I'm good at is having my opinion. Some people out there have too much of an opinion. They think that like everything they say is, they are the all-knowing fucking oracle, or whatever you want to call it. However, what they don't do is think before they speak. I like to think before. I like to look at the situation or look at what I'm looking at first before I even say anything. And to be perfectly honest with you, because I haven't been keeping up over the last few weeks, I've got a lot of catching up to do. However, what I have been seeing over the last couple of weeks is just despicable, to say the least. But it's not my problem, and I really don't care. But all I can say is, I fucking say this. I fucking said so. I said it. I warned people. I told people, but I got ignored. All these individuals, all these people just need to chill the fuck out. Get a life. I've got a life. No, you don't. No, you don't. If you have to sit on I mean, I do this because I enjoy it, right? But if you have to sit in front of a camera and bring everything that has got nothing to do with the world, with the internet, with other people, you just make yourself a fucking target. I have never ever tried to be something I'm not. I've always said it as it is. I've always had my receipts with me. I've always shown facts. But now I hope that everything that I've said over the last 2 years, Space the Final Frontier. Thank you very much for that one membership, and congratulations to Gareth Holder 882 for receiving a membership from Space the Final Frontier. And I've been saying it from day one. You don't have to be vindictive when you do research. There is a lot of. Here's the thing. There's a lot of research I've got, and hi buddy, how you doing? There's a lot of research I've got. All my research is on an external two external hard drives. All right. There is probably, I would say, 75% of that research that I've done I can't use. I can't use it for multiple different reasons. Personal information, stuff like that. I can't use it because it's against the law. Even real names. Sometimes real names, if they are made public, then you can use them in moderation. Right? As long as it's not vindictive, as long as you're not being vindictive or attack or nasty or anything, or but you can, a tune in for the accent. It's definitely not American. No, fucking not. I'm not an Americanese, mate. But this is where a lot of people don't understand, is that when, say for example, when Bruce Matskin was swinging his man sausage all over the place, and he thought he's like God's gift to Earth, the amount of mistakes he was making, not just in making comments, but verbally, comments, everything. And then when you point it out, when you go, hang on a minute, these are your own words. Oh, fuck off, you imbecile. Excuse me. And the minute he fucking posted that, I took a screenshot of it and then he deleted it. And I went, is this how a lawyer operates? And the day he did that, I knew that I had full control over him. It wasn't being vindictive. It was the fact that I knew exactly what he was doing every fucking step of the way. The fact that, like, when Landon Preston made that GoFundMe and that GoFundMe popped up, I knew 100% the moment I looked at it, that was not Landon Preston. Landon Preston started it up. But Bruce Matskin was in full control. Lionette had no control over it. Bruce Matskin did. And that's why I started digging. That's why I started poking. Who has access to that? Who has access to that? That was the only question I asked. That was the only question I asked. Who has access to it? And bloody hell did he go off on one. I mean, he even complained on the fucking crampons that about my sniffing, coughing, farting. Farting? You heard me fart? Dude, if you heard me fart, all right, your fucking hearing is brilliant. Or your hearing aids are made by fricking the Avengers or some shit like that. I don't know. But I tell you one thing, right? People, it's very easy. However, on the flip side, there are people out there who will try to find any type of information to attack, to intimidate, to guilt by association, to threaten, to scare you away from the internet or from what you're doing. The moment that fucking comes to you, yeah, you don't want to be on the receiving end if you fucking bring that to me. Unfortunately, someone has tried. For them, it's unfortunate. For me, fortunate. Because I've got that proof now, and I'll just sit on it. It's all on my external, and I'll sit on it. And I'm just biding my time now. However, no one has the right to harass anybody, even if you don't like what they're fucking saying. Because at the end of the day, right, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. Remember that saying? However, if what they're saying is a lie, and you can prove with 100% factual evidence that they are lying, you have a choice. You can fight it, or you just build a case. And I assure you, there are a lot of people out there who like to lie through their teeth. And there's a lot of people out there who will not say anything, even though they know. Because they're either intimidated or because they're so scared because they're seeing what's happening to other people that they don't want to be on the receiving end of it. However, this is where I'm different. I will be unbiased. I don't care what side you are on. I don't care who you are. I don't care what you do. When you come into my fucking house, you take your shoes off. You make sure your shoes are wiped. You take your boots off, shoes or boots or whatever you're wearing. You take them off outside at the door. You leave your emotions outside. You leave your attitude outside. You leave your fucking personal problems outside, and then you come in and chill out. Help yourself to the fridge. Help yourself to the TV. Put your feet up. Relax. Have a smoke. Do whatever. Right. But if you come into my house and you shit on my doorstep, I assure you, my resolve and I will not give 1/4. And my fucking resolve, you won't like to be on the receiving end of that. I have said that from day one. I have said that from day one. And I've always been upfront and honest. I've always shown proof and evidence. But what can you do when there are people out there who won't listen, who don't understand the fact that they're being taken for a ride? And that's exactly what's been going on over the last 2 years. No one has paid attention to the small things. Everyone just pays attention to the court documents, to the live streams of what's being said, but no one pays attention to the small things. I haven't heard anybody mention the 17th of October 2024. I haven't heard anyone mention anything about that. I've said it multiple times. Now, please don't misinterpret what I'm saying. I'm not here telling people, "Oh, you need to fucking right." No, completely opposite. You have to remember this is the internet. The internet is the internet as we know it is probably the most toxic environment you'll ever find if you look for it. But on the other hand, what counters that is that you've got communities like this, or communities like from Squid, or you know Shizzy, or Tug, and other people. I mean, you've got communities where people actually are friendly, are respectful to each other. Just because you don't like someone doesn't stop you from being respectful. And I think a lot of people have lost that because they're so used to these idiots from the anti what the hell's ecosystem because of their behavior. I mean, look at fucking Mr. Magoo, the way he's behaving. He's behaving like a fucking 9-year-old. Children behave like that. It's all right. You can sit there and go, "Oh, fucking hell! I wonder what his missus will say." Well, has he got one? Blah, 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 and it's like, well, what business is it yours? What fucking business is yours? What if Mr. Magoo had a partner? It's none of your business. And that's where a lot of people make mistakes because they're fucking assuming stuff. They're you know, look, we all know that like the crampons live in the villages. We all know that the villages is fucking world renowned. We're not talking about the United States here, people. We are talking world renowned, known as a fucking village of swingers. I assure you, it is fucking world renowned, right? And it's probably fucking Clap City too, because Belize is also nicknamed Clap City. And I'll tell you one thing: the villages is probably also Clap City. I mean, they must have signage on their roads going STD Road 1, because but at the end of the day, whose business is unless they make it anything public? It's fair game, as long as it's done in a way it's not being vindictive or being fucking, you know what I mean. But anyway, guys, I said, well, I've got more to say, but I'm just going to fucking go because you know what? There's an old saying. Remember this: a smile a day keeps the weirdos away. But there's also something you need to remember: is that there are going to be people out there who don't care what you think, who don't care what you say, even if it's your opinion, even if it's constructive. And a constructive conversation is always a good conversation because the thing is, both parties will find out how and what the way you think, how you feel, and everything else. However, it is no one's responsibility if you're having a fucking bad day through your own actions. Don't put it on other people. It's as simple as that. But if you need to talk or you need someone to fucking talk to, this is the perfect environment. Fucking like, at Squid streams, my streams, anyone's streams, you can have conversation with each other without the fear of being ridiculed. And if someone does start ridiculing you, they get fucking yeeted. Because this is what a community is about. It's about supporting each other. And I listened to Tug. So Tug was saying like some of his words. I mean, I'm not going to get involved in some of the stuff, but it is about all you. It is about the community. You guys. I don't care if you're. I'm not fucking naive. I know when people are using alt accounts. It's fucking renowned that people have multiple accounts. I'm not stupid. You can play dumb as much. You can try to be clever as much as you like. I'm not fucking that naive. Trust me. I'm too well not knowledgeable when it comes to alt accounts. They're not called sock accounts. They're called alt accounts. basically alternative accounts. If that's what you want to do, then fine. That's your choice. But be very careful, because the thing is, when you start causing problems and you start antagonizing people using false accounts, you have to be very careful how you do it, because there's many ways of figuring. I knew, give you an example, last year I saw someone typing, and I also noticed someone typing in different environments, different live streams on Facebook, and I knew straight away who that individual was. I knew exactly who that individual was. And that individual was fucking lying through that individual's teeth. But I didn't say anything. I just took screenshots, wrote it down, put it on my external hard drive. Because at the end of the day, it's not my problem. But at least now I know. And that's the good thing. Knowledge is good. Remember that. Guys, I'm calling it a night. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for sitting here and listening to me ramble on. Thank you very much for partaking. Ammo Girl, thank you very much for the members. Gifted memberships. Space Sapphire Frontier, again, thank you very much for the gifted membership. Really appreciate that. Thank you for supporting the channel and supporting the community. And to everybody, I hope you have a fantastic evening. Remember, it is the weekend, so if you're going to go out for a drink, please don't drink and drive. And if you do have a drink, be moderate. And remember, be nice to each other. Because trust me, you have to, because there's way too many fucking assholes out there. And also, all the idiots are all over the place. And that's why Idiotsville in Oregon is also known as a ghost town. There you go. But anyway, on that note, guys, I bid you adieu. I wish you a good night. And I'll see you on the next live stream. Just keep your eye out. You never know what's going to happen. On that note, yeah.
They go live every night selling drama on demand with crampons sitting on their ass and dicky on hand. Fake tears falling, oh I'm just speaking truth, while they pocket super chats and exploit the loons. Gator rolls in trying to act real cool, but he's stirring up heat, breaking all the rules. Haters in a circle, all bark, no bite, till Spawntrooper drops and it flips on the light. Spawntrooper, he bring truth and facts to the land. Spawntrooper, he assesses the situation at hand. Spawntrooper, is weak with this one. Deuces in the mix, spinning lies for the stream. He acts like a king, but his throne's just a meme. Dodging all the questions with a scripted phrase, trying to fool the crowd, but he's just a face. Bones like has got a seat at the front of the show, putting up a front, but got nowhere to go. Guano's hiding in shadows, throwing shade in the chat. They all act tough, but Spawntrooper's on that. Spawntrooper, he bring truth and facts to the land. Spawntrooper, he assesses the situation at hand. Weak with this one. Now the people rise, no longer blind. The lies unravel one stream at a time. Truth's not merch, it don't come in packs. And Spawntroopers got receipts, not just attacks. He says turn off the feed, walk into the sun. This war for your mind, it's already begun. With clarity, blazing like a saber so bright. He leads the way through the digital night. Spawntroopers say, I see you playing, keeping up the show, spinning your stories, but the truth starts to flow. Your gators pull high like you're some kind of lord, but all you're doing is striking out with the faulty sword. You're no warrior, just a puppet on strings. Your fake crown don't mean a thing. The game's up now, you're out of moves. Spawntroopers here to expose your grudge. Spawntrooper, he bring truth and facts to the land. Spawntrooper, he assesses the situation at hand. Then he say the words, truth don't kneel to no one man. Trooper, the force is weak with this one.
always in the end no place for deceit.
May Grim unwind, get a whole group on. The force is weak with this whole bunch.